The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Hilary Brown, and I am your Business Development Manager on behalf of the Globus Family of Brands. I am here with Carlson Stewart Travel and Blows Travel, and again, thank you very much for joining us today. And I am here to talk about the Globus Touring product. Hopefully everybody's having a lovely evening. We'll just maybe give it one more minute. We're just waiting for a few more people. If you do have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer those during our presentation. After our presentation, sorry. Again, thank you everyone for joining me today. Just give it one more minute just to see if we'll just wait for, see if anybody else is going to join us today. It's just turned 7:01. We'll give it till 7:02 and then we will get started. Again, thank you all for joining me today. My name is Hilary Brown. I'm here on behalf of the Globus Family of Brands to present the Touring with the Globus product. All right, we'll just get started. Thank you again, everyone, for joining me. My name is Hilary Brown, Business Development Manager on behalf of the Globus Family of Brands, and I am here today presenting the Globus product. We have 4 brands under our belt. We have our Globus product, which is our first-class coach touring. We have our Cosmos product, which is our value-packed coach touring. We have our Monograms, which is our fully independent travel, and hopefully you were with our presentation last week speaking about all about river cruising. Today we are going to focus on Globus, Cosmos, and Monograms, all the benefits of touring. We have many different styles when it does come to travel, and we have our undiscovered tours, which I like to say off the beaten path. We have our escapes, which is our off-season product. As I mentioned, I'm going to go through these a little bit more into detail during our presentation. We have our small group discoveries. Maybe you would like to travel with us, maybe not want to be on a full coach, but again, maybe want to travel with a smaller group. That would be our small group discoveries. Brand new to us for the last 3 months, we've been really focusing on our choice touring, which I'll go into. Our Cosmos, as I mentioned, is our value pack product. And of course, we have our private touring, which allows you to take any of our Europe tours and make those a private tour. So why Globus? You know, with everything that's going on right now, you have the full support of the Globus Family of Brands. We've been in the business for 92 years. We have all the background behind us. We are a first-class land tour package. And again, being a Globus Family of Brands, we have Globus, Cosmos, Monograms, and Avalon. We have our peace of mind policy, which I'll explain a little bit later in the presentation. Wide variety of destinations. We have over 500 destinations going into an itinerary. 500 itineraries with going over 6 continents, and of course allows you to choose what you would like to explore as well. You are speaking to myself. I am based in Toronto. We are a Canadian office. We have 35 offices worldwide globally. You are dealing with a Canadian office based in Toronto, so everything is Canadian price. You are paying in Canadian dollars. Everything is in Canadian dollars. As well as I wanted to also mention that now we have been traveling. The Canadian our office has been touring and cruising since September the 1st globally with all our office. We've been traveling since since July, and we've had over 15,000 passengers that now have traveled with us. So I'm very happy to share that we have had 15,000 passengers travel with us globally and doing very, very well with all the protocols in place. All right. So, when it comes to, transportation, I'm going to go through a little bit further as well. We're going to focus on our accommodations, what's included when it comes to Globus. As I mentioned, first-class coach touring guidance is always included with our tour directors and local hosts. I'll go through that as well. Every day includes a sightseeing tour, and of course, we'll go through the leisure time as well. So when it does come to our coaches are Mercedes coaches, which we lease our coaches. The average year is 5 years. We do not refurbish or rebuild our cruises. And they are a 3-axle coach, which means that we are 5 meters longer than all the other coaches out there. So we have the leg room as well as the hip room as well. And just to let you know, as I mentioned, our average year is 5 years. Which allows us to be more contemporary designed as well. So we do have free Wi-Fi available on coach as well in North America and Europe. We have our first class legroom, as I mentioned, free Wi-Fi, and best of all, a professional local driver who knows the roads and the directions to where you need to go in a safe and stress-free way. Right here, this is our first class coach, and this is all seats. It's not just like it's first class at the front of the coach, it's throughout the whole coach. So I just wanted to mention that as well. And we also have the legroom, but we also have this little button right here that you can press, and it actually brings the aisle seat into the aisle, which also gives you the hip room as well. So you have the legroom and the hip room, and about 5 minutes prior to stopping, the tour director will say, okay, it's time to get nice and cozy. Just press that button again, and you'll be close to your neighbor there. And again, the great thing about our coaches as well is that they are theater style. So the further back you are in our coach, you'll never be staring at anybody's head. You'll always have a panoramic view as well as we also have USBs in every seat. So you'll be able to charge your devices as well. Our hotels are first class hotels in city centers, and they do include porterage. They are first-class centrally located hotels. They include taxis and porterage and daily breakfast as well. And again, when it comes to our hotels as well, as I mentioned, yes, we use the centrally located superior first-class product, even though we use the Metropolis, the Sheratons, the Hyatts. However, those hotels are sometimes 20 minutes out of town. We focus on superior first-class products, centrally located hotels. We also have something called VIP access lines. If you look at this line, this is not a happy line. You know it and I know it, especially nowadays. Nobody wants to stand in line and be close to a crowd. What Avalon Waterways and Globus Family of Brands does is we have the VIP access, which allows us in and out, sometimes even before the main doors even open. So we actually go through the side exit right here, or the entrance right here. And again, we are not waiting in this line here. Again, another line that we are not happy with. This is a true line to the Vatican City. When it comes to the Globus brands, we are in and out of the Vatican City before the doors even open, and on our way to the Colosseum, which at the end of the day gives your clients more freedom to do what they would like as well. So, you know, it allows you to really travel around the world, to learn about history, to experience different cultures, to see new places and their special iconic landmarks, museums, and attractions. So we definitely have the VIP access. We like to call this the happy lines, as our tour directors do as well. Speaking about our tour directors have been in the business for approximately 23 years. They speak the language, they know the fascinating history, the interesting stories of the region, and whose sole purpose is to ensure that your vacation is truly unforgettable from start to beginning. So we would love for you to join us and meet our tour directors as well. We also understand that you're traveling so far to see the history, but we also really want to bring the local culture into our tours as well. For example, dancing lessons in Buenos Aires, joining a champagne on the London Eye, just to name a few, visiting the Schönbrunn Palace, with a dinner and concert at the same time, visiting the Ferrari Museum. You know, again, these are wonderful local favorites that we are bringing into our tours, and this is included. So I really wanted to focus on the next couple of slides. One of our tours when it comes to Globus, this is our Celtic highlights, you know, starting in Glasgow for one night, ending in Glasgow for one night. And this is really visiting ancient castles, legendary locks, sparkling seascapes, hallowed battlefields, you can bet your boots, whether you're in a search for heritage, haggis, rolling glens, or smooth Guinness, there is so much to discover on the Celtic tour of Britain and Ireland. A couple of highlights. Inverness, the Highlands excursion that is included. The Highland visits the prehistoric site of Clava Cairns to see the Culloden battlefield site and visitor center. And of course, we visit the Brodie Castle as well. Here we have our Blair Castle. And this is also a visit that we get to go see. And of course, we also go to Fort Williams, which is definitely a highlight on our tour, Ben Nevis, which is see the gateway to Ben Nevis, the United Kingdom's highest peak. So this is a couple of our highlights that we really get to explore on this tour, which is our Celtic highlights. When it comes to the Globus product as well, we also have something called our Escapes program. We have 37 itineraries across the globe, and it's our off-season product. All the inclusions of Globus, half the price and half the crowds. So again, this really is a way for you to experience the world's most popular destinations for much less in your pocket as well. So again, I wanted to just go into a little bit further. If you are need a single supplement waived, we do have this on a select departures as well, with limited rooms available. So again, if you are interested in this, we would be happy to look into getting you your single supplement as well. So again, it's really about knowing the freedom, the flexibility, change your mind, thanks to our relaxed booking policy, which again, I'll address at the end of the presentation. But, with the Globus product, we really take care of everything. We want you to be distracted and really enjoy your experience. We don't want you to be distracted for anything else. Things like the luggage handling, hotel check-in and check-out, the purchase of sightseeing tickets. We also secure VIP entry into the must-see attractions, which means no waiting in long lineups, which I showed you in a couple of slides before. So again, this is a great way for you to enjoy that off-season product. We're finding that a lot more passengers with the Globus family of brands are also starting to explore more exotic destinations as well. And as I mentioned, we have over 49 itineraries across Europe, South America, and North America as well. I'm just going to focus on 2 escape itineraries here. We have our 7-day overnights in Lima. This is, of course, an image of Cusco, high up in the Andes. And really, a couple of visits that we're going to see is the Sacred Valley. We're going to visit the Aguanacancha to learn about various camelids and visit the famous market in Pisac. We're going to go to Machu Picchu, take a train through the Urubamba Valley, Machu Picchu sightseeing with a local guide. We're going to go to Cusco, sightseeing with a local guide, as well as a farewell dinner. And then in Lima, we're also again going to have a sightseeing with a local guide and visit San Francisco Monastery. So this itinerary is starting in Lima, staying in 3 nights at Cusco, 1 night at the Sacred Valley, and ending in Lima as well. So this is a wonderful itinerary. You're looking for breakfast daily, 1 lunch, and 2 dinners, and you're looking at 2,015 Canadian dollars. Another itinerary I really wanted to focus on was our Irish escapes. Look at that, 1319 for 18 days, overnighting Dublin, Ennis, Killarney, Waterford. This is an absolutely wonderful itinerary. The highlights will include the 668-foot cliffs of Moher on Ireland's west coast with views of the sheer cliffs dropping into the ocean, the Ring of Kerry, a 100-mile panoramic drive through rugged and awe-inspiring landscapes. Words cannot capture the magnificence of the nature beauty of this itinerary. It must be witnessed in person. You'll also have time to enjoy Dublin, the fair city, Adair with the pretty thatched cottages, medieval Waterford, home of the famous Crystal, which we all know, and Killarney, one of the Ireland's prettiest and liveliest towns. Again, plus you'll also enjoy from the scenic beauty to the unique attractions with the friendly and engaging locals. This Ireland tour will delight all of the senses. Plus, again, look at that price. It's a price that cannot be missed at $13.19 Canadian dollars for an 8-night tour with our Irish Escapes. And again, you know, I actually just had an Ireland presentation today with one of our operations managers. And did you know that Ireland actually has Christmas markets, which I never knew. I just learned that today. So again, another way to experience Ireland is actually going off and enjoying their Christmas markets as well. So, you know, every Canadian wants to travel to Ireland. It's on our bucket list. We've got ancestries there. Every Canadian wants to go to Ireland. So this is a wonderful itinerary with breakfast included daily and 2 3-course dinners as well. As I mentioned, 3 months ago, we came out with a program called our Choice Touring by Globus. And what this is, it's designed for a tour with freedom, flexibility, and choice built into the tour. And really, this is a tour that embeds a bounty of excursion for you to choose from throughout your tour. And all these excursions are included with no optionals at no extra cost. So here you can see, we just launched this in September 2021. We have 13 itineraries across Europe and North America. I absolutely love the names of them. We've got our Hot Tam, Rockies, Rocks and Rhythm, Toasting and Coasting, The Bold and the Beautiful. If you want to stay in our own backyard, we have 2 Canadian tours, Mad About Mounties, as well as From Our Top, which is our Western Canada by design, as well as our Mad About Mounties, which is our Eastern Canada by design as well. 2 itineraries I wanted to focus on here. I wanted to focus on our Portugal by design. Again, you know, it's starting to get a little bit colder out there, and, you know, what better way to enjoy Portugal, enjoying the Portuguese pastries or the pastel plazas. Spend a day retracing the Knights Templar or your Knights reveling the foodie traditions. With a complimentary of your choice excursions, you can choose how to sip or sway in the lands of the poets, the painters, and pastries. This 8-day vacation through Portugal is a pure poetry in motion. So again, Rocks and Rhythm, absolutely love the name. It's our Portugal by design. And, you know, just to go on to this, just to give you an example. So you can be on the exact same itinerary as a friend, a spouse, your neighbor, and have a completely different experience. No tour is built for the same person. And that's when it comes to our by design program, our Choice Touring. And this allows you to be on the exact same itinerary and have a completely different experience. So maybe on one day, here's a couple of choices on day 6 while in Coimbra. You can taste, which is the sweet side of Portugal, satisfying your sweet tooth with a tiny town halfway between Lisbon and Porto, and indulge in the pastries. These incredible, the thin, flaky pastries filled with rich egg custard and dusted with powdered sugar were created by the resident of Carmelite nuns in the 16th century. You'll definitely get to hear the history as you learn how to make your favorite confection is made while enjoying the perfectly enjoyable pastry. But of course, the nuns will not share the secret ingredient. Or you can pedal rolling on the river. This leisurely bike ride through Coimbra includes a visit to Mata Chupol, the Parque Verde, or you can, as well as riding through 2 iconic bridges in Coimbra and discover breathtaking views of Mondego River, enjoying a traditional Portuguese lunch in a restaurant along your route. Or you can float, which is Art of Novo in Aveiro, taking a canal cruise on the Rio de Aveiro to explore the 4 waterways of the city known as Portuguese Venice. Float along the main source of Aveiro's wealth and heritage and discover the city's heart and soul while crossing its serene water roads. So again, as I mentioned, you can be on the exact same itinerary and have a completely different experience. This is one of our Portugal by design, Rocks and Rhythm. As I mentioned, we have 13 itineraries that you can choose from, 7 in Europe and 6 in North America. We also have a program called our Undiscovered Vacations, really allowing travelers to be off the beaten path, shall we say. Really, going on the beaten path, stops for you who have already visited Italy and would like to see more. There are appropriate clients who naturally seek to off-see the beaten path destinations. These are really our off the beaten path, as I mentioned. And we have our Undiscovered Italy, which again, clients that have been to Rome, Venice, Florence, but really wanted to see more of Italy. Apulia, Sicily, the Great Lakes, just to name a few. Or we have our Undiscovered Britain, again, for clients that have been to Glasgow, Edinburgh, London, but really want to see more of Britain. Wales, Liverpool, Cardiff. And then we also have our Undiscovered Mediterranean, where the big ships sail and don't stay overnight. Portugal, Croatia, just to name a few. And brand new to us, we also have our Undiscovered North America, allowing you to stay in our own backyard. So again, two itineraries I wanted to share with you here, just to give you a little bit of the background. And one of them is our Hidden Treasures of Southern Italy. Again, this will include, again, this is a starting in Naples for 2 nights and ending in Sorrento for 2 nights, stopping in Bari, as I mentioned. This is our off the beaten piazza, as I mentioned, in Lecce, Bari, just to name a few, Otranto. This is a 9-day overnight full breakfast daily, 4 3-course dinners, and again, you're really looking at a price of $25.99 Canadian. So an absolutely wonderful tour there. As well as we also have our Croatian. This is a 11-day overnight tour, full buffet breakfast, 3-course dinners, starting in Zagreb and ending in Dubrovnik. I'm going to Split, staying in Split, Opatija, and Ljubljana as well. So really seeing Croatia, Slovenia, absolutely wonderful itinerary. And again, this is 11 nights and full breakfast daily with 6-course dinners as well. Now let's just focus a little bit on our Cosmos product. Our Cosmos, really offers our innovative itineraries. It's really not just Europe. We have a wide variety of product. Our hotels are the fulfilling C's, the 3 C's we like to call it, the clean, comfortable, and convenient. Just the right amount sightseeing, what you need to see, and time for what you want to do and see as well. Our experienced tour directors, experts on hand, they're friendly, knowledgeable, and help bring the destination to life. Our motor coaches we spoke about, they're top of the line, new and designed with clients' comforts in mind. And of course, the balance of sights and leisure, trust us, it's the perfect combo. And personalized touring, it's your vacation after all, so we want you to enjoy it the way that you should enjoy it. And then, of course, with our Cosmos, as I mentioned, it's just not Europe. When we thrive on, off the beaten path again, going into Kyoto and Tokyo, taking a scenic Switzerland train in Switzerland by train, cruising down South America. Just to name a few, it's an absolutely wonderful product with our Cosmos. Just to name, maybe you don't want that chocolate on your pillow when it comes to Globus. Maybe you want to spend an extra night in Switzerland. Cosmos is the right product for you. As I mentioned, our hotels are clean, comfortable, and most importantly, convenient. And of course, after a day of traveling, you want to relax at a comfortable and clean and attractive hotel. We select the hotels the best for our guest room services, food, and food for money as well, ensuring these properties meet the standards of our clients as well. Outside of the property quality, we want to provide a convenient location, both for included sightseeing and for the opportunity for our clients to get out and explore the local culture, for you to include your free time as well. And then, of course, just the right amount of sightseeing balances, ensures that you have the access to the things that you shouldn't miss, but also gives you enough free time to tailor your Cosmos vacation to your specific needs. It's really the perfect balance between sights and leisure. One of our Cosmos tours here, this is our Scottish Outland Adventure, where you'll have time to admire the castles, a great symbol of Scottish independence, and favored residents of Scotland, kings and queens. This is starting in Glasgow for one night and ending in Glasgow as well for one night as well. And, of course, we want to pause in Kelros, featuring the popular TV series Outlander. If anyone's watched that, this is one of the highlights that we will be visiting on our tour, as well as stopping in the Victorian mountain resort of Picklary. And then, of course, we'll also go to the West Coast excursion, which includes the spectacular Scottish scenery, including the Dornoch Firth, the Kyle of Sutherland, the Falls of Shin, the mountains of Assynt, and the Knocking Crags. So again, absolutely beautiful itineraries. And of course, it's an absolutely wonderful itinerary that we want you to see everything. And then, of course, we have we also have our groups. So if you want to travel together, we'd be more than happy to focus on that as well. Maybe you want to go in and travel. It only takes 8 passengers to book a group with us. So again, reach out to your travel advisor and they will be able to help you. Maybe you want to stay within your group as well. And again, 2 families of 4 or 4 families of 2. That's it. It only takes. So go reach out to your friends, your family, any extracurricular groups that you belong to. This is the best time to reach out to them. We also have a wonderful feature when it comes to our Globus product as well, is that we also have our small group discoveries. This is with our Globus and Cosmos, and this allows all our departures in North America and Europe, again, taking them through Central and South America, Asia, and Africa. This is an average of 24 guests per departure. So maybe you want to travel, maybe you're not ready to travel on one of our big coaches. Then these special departures promises room to roam while getting up close and impersonal to fascinating places anywhere and everywhere worldwide, as I mentioned. Whether you're traversing to the trails of Machu Picchu, taking a game drive through Kenya, strolling under the canopies of orange blossoms in Japan, standing in the shadow of the ruins of Rome, or enjoying the great outdoors in America's national parks. This is travelers in good company. And again, this is thanks to our small group discoveries. And again, on that presentation that I was on today with our operations, small group discoveries are selling extremely well with our brands as well. So again, you're looking at approximately $323 per person across Europe, North America, with our Cosmos and Globus products. So again, it's an upgraded experience for the cost of a room for an upgrade. So it's an absolutely wonderful experience. Maybe you're not ready to travel with an outside group. Maybe you're just ready to travel, again, within that group, your bubble, your family, your friends. This is a great opportunity to take any of our Europe tours with Globus and Cosmos and have them design. You can design for parties from 2 to 24. Again, it's a wonderful experience. You will be able to really have your family for an overdue reunion or a friends group for over the top adventures. Again, have a private touring provides travelers an intimate vacation with all the values that you expect. Again, it's a wonderful, wonderful product that I wanted to share with you as well. Another touring product that we have, a brand, is Monograms. This is our fully independent travel product. It is a Globus product, superior first-class product, centrally located hotels. The difference between Globus, as I like to say, is you're with a tour director at all times. You are fully escorted, whereas Monograms, we have a local host at all our hotels. You are fully independent. You have somebody there to guide you, help you with a pinky, shall we say, lead you by the pinky versus hold your hand. It's an absolutely wonderful experience. Our hotels, again, are superior first-class products, centrally located hotels. This is where you'll actually have a choice of a location for your hotel. You can choose up to 5 hotels that you would like to stay at as well. So again, you can choose where you would like to stay, whereas a tour, that's the hotel that we are. You still superior first-class products, centrally located hotels, but you are with a tour that you are using the hotels that we are using, whereas you can have a hand-selected hotels here, and all you need to do is check in. As I mentioned, we've been in the business for 92 years. We have the VIP access, and really monograms, it's really going to be the first class with our hotels, of course, centrally located. And then, of course, really enjoying the first VIP access as well. Every day includes a city tour, and the rest of the time is on your own to do what you would like to do as well. We use our top-notch transportation. If you're doing a multi-city or a multi-country stay, the local host will take you to the train station, put you on the train with your luggage, and a local host will meet you at the other end and with your luggage and take you to the hotel. I like to look at it as more of a private type of way of traveling, a more exclusive way. Our local hosts are there for our passengers. They work at our hotels. They have a desk from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. And they are there to guide you, navigate you with excursions, buying that knick-knack, theater reservations, dinner reservations, really helping you with suggestions, local maps. They'll give you a phone number that you could reach them. Again, they are there for our passengers only. And then, of course, we have our Monograms Europe, which is an off-season product as well. We have 3 nights Rome and 2 nights Florence. We have 3 nights Rome, 2 nights Florence, and 2 nights Venice. You can choose 3 nights London and 3 nights Paris, or you can do our London off-season getaway, which is 3 nights, or our London off-season getaway, 4 nights. So again, maybe you want to get away with your girlfriends, a family reunion. You want to add in a pre and post with a coach tour, a river cruise, a ocean cruise. That is where I would suggest Monograms as well. And then, of course, benefits to booking with the Globus Family of Brands is that we take care of all the heavy lifting for you. Touring takes away from many of the elements and the touch points that would otherwise distract, again, you from the experience. So we take care of all the heavy lifting. We have all our enhanced health and safety protocols and measures. We've actually, our number one priority has always been the health and safety of our clients. We've just taken it one step further with all the right protocols in place. And then, of course, you're traveling within your own bubble. So you're with your own group, booking flexibility with our Peace of Mind travel plan. And, of course, there's many promotions out there that you can get a great deal as well. Speaking about our Peace of Mind travel plan, this is a complimentary plan that we are adding to our bookings that allows you to change the date, the destination, or the brand in our vast portfolio as long as final payment has not been made. So let's say you book a Globus tour for March, one of our escapes program, for example, to Ireland, and all of a sudden you receive that wedding invitation. As long as final payment has not been made, you now can change the date, the destination, or the brand in our vast portfolio up until December the 31st, 2023. As I mentioned, our number one priority is our health and safety of our passengers. Our clients do need to be fully vaccinated when traveling with the Globus Family of Brands, Globus, Cosmos, Monograms, and Avalon. We already know that Canadians to travel need to be fully vaccinated to go on an airplane. And just knowing that all our passengers, once on our program, our product, they also have to be fully vaccinated. I know one of the questions that I will answer for you right now is, what if you have a mixed vaccine? Not a problem. We are also taking fully vaccinated mixed vaccines as long as you are fully vaccinated at least 14 days prior to travel. And then, of course, Globus Family of Brands will arrange and pay for any required testing to return home. So as long as Canadians are still needing the PCR test, the antigen test, we will arrange and pay for that for you to return home. So no stress added to your vacation. And then, of course, what to expect when traveling with us. Well, we have our pre-trip and on-trip health screenings, touchless temperature checks, knowing and following all the protocols, minimizing contact to ensure social distancing, enhancing cleaning and disinfecting on tour, reducing all touch points in travel. We also have something called our Go apps. And this is our touchless mobile travel app. It's an augmented navigation system, which means you do not need Wi-Fi to download these apps. We have Globus, Cosmos, Monograms, and Avalon. You'll have your day-by-day itinerary on there. You can have your e-documents on there, a currency converter, as well as a shopping list, shall we say. You can add everything on there. You can wander and wonder without Wi-Fi. It's easy to navigate, use a GPS. And again, you do not need Wi-Fi for this as well. You can upload pictures. You can make notes. Let your family and friends know through social media all about your trip day-by-day itinerary. As well as we also have something called the Whisper. It's our touchless personal whisper for our land excursions and our as well on Avalon waterways. And this is a wonderful feature here. I call it the little pretty necklace. You just put it around your neck. You can use your own earbuds, and you could be 500 meters away from our local guides. That's half a kilometer, which allows you to be maybe buying that knick-knack. You don't want to be close in proximity with everybody. Again, allows you to freely walk and listen to the local guides during the excursions. And then, of course, again, you're really traveling when it comes to our new guest check-in. We make sure that we travel with carefree and with confidence, providing improved communication and enhanced guest experience, keeping you as well informed of all elements of your vacation, offering alerts and country updates when needed as well. When it comes to our assurance, as I mentioned, the number one priority has always been the health and safety of our clients. We've just taken that one step further with all the protocols in place. You'll be able to find these on globusjourneys.ca under click trip planning and on the header under our health and safety. So we've taken every measure to make sure that all the assurance on river and land are as per the country and gone far and beyond the protocols on place as well. So I wanted to thank you all for joining me today. I also wanted to offer an exclusive offer that 2 weeks today, if you book within 2 weeks today, I'm just checking my calendar right here. I know I had it December the 8th. We will offer you an additional $200 per couple for any booking that you make on top of all our promotions out there. Of course, we have our Black Friday deals that just came out today. So again, reach out to your travel advisories and they'll be able to help you with everything there as well. Are there any questions? I'm just going to click on questions here. Let's see if there's any questions. There's no questions as of yet, but if you do have any questions, don't hesitate to jot it down. Again, these advisors of Stewart and Blows Travel will be happy to help you with all questions as well. They can also reach out to me at the same time. Well, I wish you all a lovely evening. Thank you for joining me today. And we look forward to seeing you on our Globus Family of Brands product. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.